Good morning. I just thought I'd pop on. Think about living out your dreams. And I think, well, what dreams do I have? Phil and I had many dreams, and some of them we have lived out together, and some of them we didn't. And some of them we had some dreams that we were going to live out together. And now that he's gone, I feel like, well, there's no point, but there is. And I am going to continue to live out my dreams. And I'm going to make new dreams. And that's just the way it's going to be because I could sit here and be miserable or I can make the best out of my life. So I choose to make the best out of my life. And the last few weeks has been really digging deep into my soul. And I'm very grateful I had this time. I took time off from just taking care of myself. And I still listen to my friends and I'm there to help people. But I had to take time off from the center. I don't know when I'm going to go back because I really am liking the peace that I have right now. And when I go to the center, I really enjoy it. It's a day center. But there's nobody for me to give a break anymore. My husband was my caregiver, and I went to the center so he could have time to do things. And so he didn't have to feel that he was always responsible and worried about me. And now where I live, I don't have to give anyone a break because they take care of us and they have activities here. So I don't have to go to the center to get activities. So I'm pretty much just staying here and I enjoy it. And then I have my comfort of my own apartment and I can come and go as I please and do things here in the facility without even leaving. And that's a blessing. And I'm just sharing some thoughts that are coming to me and I'm just grateful for the people that are in my life and there's very few and that's the way I want it. And the people that are in my life are people that I know care and I care about and I just leave it at that. It's not about the amount of friends you have, it's about the people who are in your life. And I am now even more careful about choosing the people in my life. And I am just truly grateful that God's sending people into my life, people that can help me and people I can help. They say karma comes back to you. And I created a lot of chaos in my life when I was in my addiction. And so I had to live the consequences of my actions. And now I'm getting some peace. And so I think that we get the good and we get the bad. We get the negative and we get the positive. And it's up to us how we react to the things that happen and how we can change the negative into a positive. And it's been really negative to have my husband pass away right in front of me. And it felt like the worst feeling I've ever had in my entire life. And so I'm making it into a positive by sharing his love that he taught me with others and sharing the joy of God. God does believe in us. I didn't believe in God, but God believed in me. And I am so grateful. He sent an angel to me 26 years ago. I was in a park trying to kill myself. I don't want to repeat the whole story because a lot of you have listened to the tape. But what I wanted to say through the years that's gone, every time I see a homeless person, I remember that angel in the park and I talk to them. And it's like God has brought me to people like that to give comfort because that angel shared her soul with me. That homeless lady in the park shared her soul with me, and her story was mine, and she didn't even know me. And that's God letting me look in the mirror. If I continue to drink and use, I got to look in the mirror to see what I will turn into. I believe to this day that she is a spiritual angel, because when she walked away, she disappeared and I didn't see it. Now, it's been 26 years since that day, and tomorrow will be 26 years that I got sober, clean and sober. And through the years, there were times I really wanted to give up. I share this because I want you to know that if you feel like giving up, it's a normal thing to feel because you're human, but you don't have to give up. You don't have to go back to your old lifestyle, whatever that was. I grabbed onto a God I didn't even believe in, and I cussed and ranted and raved, and I was trying to kill myself. August 13th of 1995. And God saved me. They say if you believe in God, God will save you. Well, I didn't believe in God, and God saved me. Today I do believe in God. From that day to this day, I've just grown closer and closer to God. My husband Phil used to say, God so loved the world that he gave the world you. He put you in this world. And I'm not getting into religious and talk about Jesus right now. I'm talking about my relationship with God. God loved me and put me here. God loved you and put you here. And that's why we're here. And to me, God is the world. God is everything I see, I touch, I smell. God is. And to that makes me feel special and loved. I didn't do anything to deserve that. My mind says I don't deserve anything because I was a drunk, a drug addict, a homeless person. I was the scum of the earth, so why do I deserve this? But see, God made us in his image, and we're here, and we're his children. That's why we deserve this. When I think about it, what a beautiful miracle that is. No matter who you are a gift. God made you and put you here, even if you don't believe in God. I'm not going to stop using the word God, even if other people don't like it, but if you don't like the word God, change it. I've always said, I didn't use the word God when I first got here, even though I prayed out to a God I didn't believe in. I used the word love. And I found out that God is love, and love is God. So it doesn't matter what word you want to use. It doesn't matter to me anyway, and I don't think it matters to God, because God saved me, and I was unsavable, at least in my eyes. God so loved the world that he gave the world you. If I really take that and listen to those words and just meditate on it, it really starts to mean something. And I'm not going to tell you what it means, because it will mean something to you individually different than what it might mean to me. What it means to me and what it means to you may be similar, but it's a special thing. So I just want to put it out there. God so loved the world that he gave the world you. And just breathe in God. I just breathe in the word God, and I just feel this light, this beautiful feeling. And then I think, well, God is the world, and God put us in the world. And we're a part of God, and God is part of us. So that makes us special. And we're more special than anyone else. No one is better, no one is worse. We're all the same. Some people choose to act better or worse. Sometimes I choose to act negative, and sometimes I choose to act positive. And that's what makes me, if sometimes I may act like I'm less than when I'm acting negative. When I'm putting myself down and saying that I'm no good, that's less than. When I'm saying that I'm a child of God, that's positive. that's, I like to say, I like to write down what I'm grateful for, the positive things that are going on. And I like to write down what I need to change. Instead of saying these are the negative things and these are the bad things about me, I say these are the things I need to change. Yes, there are things that I don't like about myself, so these are the things I need to change. It doesn't make us any worse or better than anybody. Some of us may have more things to change than others, and it still doesn't make anybody less or worse or better. I think about it as I think that we are spiritual beings having this human experience. So that's why we feel pain, and that's why we experience what we experience. And thankfully, because we're part of God and God made us, we can create a good life. We can change our thinking, the negative into a positive, and we can change our negative actions into a positive actions. It's really entirely up to what we choose. I can't wait for happiness. I have to make it. And that's a blessing in my life. And it's been a blessing for years. When I first realized that, it was like wow, like I couldn't believe that feeling. And I can start my day over anytime. So if I wake up and I feel like I have a chip on my shoulder, I just pray to God and ask God to remove everything that's going on in my head and erase everything and fill me up with what you want me to be filled up with. And that's how I start my day. And I just keep my day going on an ongoing conversation with God. It's a nonstop prayer. And then I stop and I listen, and that's meditation, just clearing my mind and listening. And that's what gives me peace. I just felt like coming on and sharing that. I don't know if it's anything interesting to you, but I just felt like sharing that. I wish you all a wonderful day. God bless.